How's it going, everyone? We are back with coffee and cardboard. Normally, I'd be like, here's the coffee and we're going to talk about the cardboard, but let's be honest, it's late. We had Moz in a tournament today, and he hasn't got a decent computer, so he was using mine. So I had to get up early, and then found out I didn't have to get up early. I was pretty disappointed about the whole affair. And then we had the stream, like, right off the back of that. Yay. So we haven't stopped all day. So we're doing the news, and I don't need coffee right now. I'm going to bed after this. So, we've got a new Labyrinth card, as if they needed more. Playing at the moment is swimming through a sea of Labyrinth and Branded. Branded being the People's deck for some God knows what reason, and Branded being the actual deck of choice. It's performing pretty well, and they are getting this. Moz, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, so Virus Turbo has been announced for a new card. So, it's a quick effect again. During the main phase, you can send this card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Either special summon one Labyrinth monster or set one normal trap from your hand.
That can be activated that turn.
It can be activated this turn. Doesn't have to be, but it can be. Which means Eradicate at turn 1, pseudo FTK, cool. Probably needs addressing. When your opponent activates a card or effect in response to the activation of a Labyrinth card effect, except this card, or of a normal trap or effect, so not limited to Labyrinth ones, and this card is in your graveyard, you can just rotate this back in. The problem with, well, I think the good thing is it doesn't proc Eradicator off itself, because it's sitting at 1/5, but still, I think a few things need to be addressed before this gets released.
Yeah, like, it gets them the welcome immediately. Like, literally, traps are too slow. Let's make them spells instead with a little help.
I think turning the viruses into first turn FTKs is a problem.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can toolbox for them.
Because it says set one normal trap. So all you have to do is activate that effect, summon Lady from hand, because you've used a Labyrinth card, and you've already set Eradicator, which can be used that turn.
This is literally a staple for every... They've just power crept Trap Trick and Trap Tracks.
Yeah.
Because it's a hand trap, and you don't have to set it and wait.
Yeah, alright.
And it doesn't have a restriction. This is just an immediate 3 of in all normal trap toolboxes.
That's pretty dense, though.
Wow! No, I didn't even register that. So, you know my old version of Unchained? Why play Trap Trick? Just play this.
I mean, you've got to have set up in hand, so...
Do you?
Yeah, you got to send it to the grave to then set a normal trap in your hand. So already, you're losing a bit of hand.
Ah, right.
You're losing a bit of hand value there.
From your hand, okay.
But in exchange, you're going to get... you are going to get to FTK your opponent.
I thought it was like straight from deck then. Okay. That's...
Reckless Greed might be good again.
Literally.
Set Reckless Greed, draw 2.
Pendulum.
Oh yeah, this is pretty good.
Have got the pendulum that goes beyond the pendulum.
It exceeds the beyond the pendulum.
It does. So, it's a Link 3 light spellcaster monster with 2000 attack. It is the bottom 3 arrows. It has 2 material requirements of just 2 monsters, including a pendulum. You can only use the first and third effects of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can add 1 face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck to your hand. It gains 100 attack for each pendulum monster card you control, and during the main phase, if you have 2 cards in your pendulum zones, as a quick effect, you can special summon 1 pendulum monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position with the levels. So you like pen summoning from grave or hand at 1, but not restricted to the pen zones. It's a...
The key thing to this is they're saying that Electromite isn't going to come off for a while. Because Pendulum has the first half that sends, and this has the second half which recurs from the extra deck.
Yeah.
So I think what this is saying is if you climb now, you can complete most of the Electromite effect, excluding the draw 1, and Electromite's probably not going to come back for some time. I think they're just finishing that off and going, right, that's it.
Yeah, if you link climb, you get to Electrum without a draw.
Yeah.
So
That's how offensive they find that card, apparently.
yeah.
And I don't think they can have Electrum plus Beyond and Exceed roaming about the same. So
yeah. Without Exceed. Oh.
Yeah,
Can't have Electrum and this.
Yeah. No, they can't have Beyond and this with Electrum. So all three as a duo.
Yeah. We have got the art for the next V-Jump promo, and it is Rescue Hedgehog.
It is adorable.
It is adorable.
Presumably, it banishes itself to then summon 2 level 4 dinos straight from the deck. Doesn't even have to be vanilla. Just specifically Oviraptor-esque.
No.
Alright, whatever.
I have heard this touted as the new Zeus, but the more you read it, the worse it gets. So, it is a big name. Stellar Nemesis. Doomsday Star.
Cool name, and it is the Megatron.
It's pretty cool. That is not what Megatron looks like.
It's not the point. We know Zeus is the good guy. He's the baddie.
Yeah. So it's a rank 12 Dark Fiend effect monster, 2900 attack, 2900 defense. It requires 2 level 12 monsters, but we're going to get to it. There's a little more to it than that. You can also XYZ summon this card using one monster you control with the highest attack during the turn or the highest attack during the turn or the next turn after your opponent special summon 2 or more monsters from the extra deck. Transfer its materials to this card. So, presumably, the transfer its materials to this card is if it is an XYZ monster. I was speaking to Tom about this, and he was like, does this just, like, hoover up your opponent's board?
No.
Not the case. If summoned this way, you cannot normal or special summon other monsters for the rest of the turn. Neither player can activate the effects of monsters with 3k or more attack while you control this XYZ summon card. That'd probably be a decent effect, except what are you floodgating with that? UCT?
The second one's pretty good, though.
Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, return 1 monster on the field to the hand. It's a unicorn. It's
allowing people to basically use a monster they control with the highest attack currently to out cards that they weren't able to. It's not bad, especially going second. It might be a nice tech option just for the compulsory effect. I don't think it's going to see too much play, in the sense that Zeus literally is a game changer.
Yeah.
But this card will be a cheeky one-off, or maybe even 2, in a nice go second build, or something similar.
At first, I was like, oh, we've got a Zeus for the simplified game state. But then quickly realised that this is not a quick effect.
No, it isn't. That's why you got to be going second.
Yeah, it's I don't think it's all that personally. I don't think it's going to make a big impact.
It's easier to summon Zeus and it has a purpose.
Yeah, it's a way weaker Zeus.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like these. They're not really news, but there's the reference art for it. It's kind of sick.
Hopefully we get a Lego thing of this guy to go with the Zeus.
That'd be kind of cool. The art is great. Battles of Legend Chapter 1. So, do you remember how they did the Legendary Duelist chapters? They appear to be doing it with Battles of Legend, which is pretty handy, because Photon Lords cost a fortune. Chaos Emperor and the Dragon of Armageddon. Utopia's probably, fine. That's had enough reprints. But yeah, Judgment Dragon is just nice for the Edison players. Stratos, I think that's just had 1 million reprints. So at the minute I'm just seeing like Photon Lord, but there are some Battles of Legends cards that really need reprints.
Before we continue, there is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
A big one. Dice. These are going in displays, and they're introducing common cards in a Battles of Legend. These are only going to be available in displays. The cases are going to be limited down, and the ratios are going to be messed with. So they are basically turning this into a case set into a legendary duelist set. So I presume there's going to be a lot of short printing. I presume the dice means, again, the narrowing down the packaging. It just screams a legendary duelist.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to put dice in an actual booster box, are they?
No.
It's going to be in a display.
Yeah, it'll be in a display, but at the same time, there's no way there's not downward pressure on the market for cards that sorely need a reprint.
Oh, no.
So, we take what we get there. San Diego Comic-Con's playmat is the new Elemental Hero, so if you go in there, go ahead and win that. Do the things.
It's kind of cool.
We will not be going to San Diego. It's far. I thought you would love this art, just because...
It looks like a giant spider with wings about to take a big bite out of some innocent
How have you
woman.
not noticed who he is?
Is it Winkaribo?
It's
No.
Dragon.
It
It's Ib. I thought this would just be like...
No, I'm not one of those.
No,
it's
but
Imduk.
like...
Yeah, Ib and Imduk.
Yeah,
Alright.
This is just like a montage of one of your old combos in a single piece of art.
I probably might pick up one. Anyway,
It's a trap.
let's have a look. You can only activate one of a card with this card's name per turn. Target one fusion, synchro, XYZ, or link monster on the field. Return that face-up monster to the extra deck. Then you can special summon one appropriate monster from either graveyard to field based on the type of monster returned. Fusion, a monster with the same attribute as the returned monster. Synchro, a monster with lower level than the returned. XYZ, a monster with the level equal to that returned monster's rank. Or a link monster. Same type. So I guess it's Rotation Reborn. That is really good spot removal for extra deck monsters. Not too bad. It's
XYZ, you are guaranteed to be able to get something. Synchro, you're guaranteed to be able to get something.
Attributes a bit more difficult, although fusion specific types usually have that in common. So against branded, it might not be a bad tech to use like Mirror Jade in your extra deck and reborn one of their Albazes or something like that. Or a link monster, same type. That's the most difficult one to achieve.
Yeah.
But on off the surface, it's just a bit more accessible than IDP.
Yeah.
It's a bit better. I quite like it.
I actually do quite like it. When I first looked at it, I was like, this is going to blow. But I actually like that.
It's a good little trap.
And again, the art. Just, it feels like a
Can you not see the spider, though? I thought those were fangs that were about to take a bite out of a Mayakashi card.
No, I can... Yeah, that was weird that you didn't see it immediately.
Yeah. I've seen this card tossed about.
This looks kind of cool.
Alright. Continuous spell. All monsters in the graveyard become warrior monsters. Once per turn during the end phase, you can destroy all monsters you control. I guess continuing on from the bamboo swords, I mean from the artwork, but at the same time, Zombie World, pseudo Zombie World for...
Only the graveyard.
Yeah,
and
but
only
that does
graveyard.
mess up with quite a... What? In your graveyard become warriors. Oh, yeah.
That doesn't do...
I don't think it does anything.
No, there'll be some cheese for it.
Yeah, Senate Switch finally got released when Met Knights came out for column switching, so there might be something there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it will have an application someday, but it'll be something completely cheesy. Not like a proper combo, I wouldn't have thought. And we have a new alien card. Which would you like to take? It's
I would.
Invasive Alien Species IAS.
It is a nice looking card. So, level 4, 1600, right. It seems like it'll have a bit of go second application. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. It doesn't suck in a card, I'll tell you that much. While there is a face-up card in your opponent's field zone. Too specific. If there is a face-up card in your opponent's field zone, target one card they control, destroy it. Again, like for specific strategies, it might not be terrible to side, but there's no free way to get it out. But if there is a face-up card in your opponent's field zone, hold on, and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it. If it was in your hand or grave, it wouldn't be a bad tech card. Against specific strategies, when there is a specific field zone.
That feels way too niche. Like, unless something happens where it outs something incredibly oppressive. So, like, Meow's Click was the
Mystic Mine out.
for Cyberse, or like there was a bunch of other weird Mystic Mine outs because Mystic Mine was that oppressive. But like, unless something happens in that instance.
Kashtira Predator. Why does it say Kashtira Predator?
I don't know. That has nothing to do with the text.
Anyway.
Is this card part of the alien archetype? Technically, yes. Functionally, no.
Well, this is the thing. It's in a nice little grey zone with Dino. It doesn't really have an archetype. They have monsters that seem to work together.
Card scanner. Classic character upgraded. I think that's just a comment, so when it said Kashtira Predator, that must be the...
Ah. It looks like Card Trader, so I imagine it's the same dude, different artwork. Card Trader is definitely that sort of artwork. It's definitely a hooded figure holding 2 cards.
So, it is a continuous spell. Once per turn, you can declare 1 card type, monster, spell, or trap. Each player reveals the bottom card of their deck, and if they reveal a card of the declared type, they add it to their hand. Otherwise, they place it on the top of the deck. Okay. If this face-up card in its owner's spell and trap zone is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can make your opponent place 1 card from their hand on the bottom of the deck. This feels like you could do weird stuff with it.
You could destroy your own using True Draco cards to then force cards out your opponent's hand back into the deck.
If it's destroyed by an opponent's card effect.
Never mind. It was a step away from being kind of cracked. I guess you get deck knowledge if you really, really wanted cards to waste deck spaces that you really don't need. And if you were playing an entire spell deck like Runic,
yeah, you can.
You are basically just playing. Well, no, it's just add a free spell.
Oh,
like
yeah.
If you're playing an entirely spell deck and you activate this card and you go spell, you literally just get an extra card.
Yeah. So I think it has some.
But at the risk of your opponent getting a card, you really shouldn't be playing it.
Yeah.
It's cool. I don't think it's gonna see any application.
Yeah. UFO. Light.
I thought that was a vanilla for.
And it's an illusion.
All right, I like the idea of this new archetype. So, do you want to take this one?
I did the last one.
All right. You can only use the 3rd effect once per turn. All right. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects except during the battle phase. Well, I can understand why you can use that as much as you want. The 2nd one, if this card battles a monster, neither card can be destroyed by battle. Okay, so you're going to have to UCT it to out it. Cool. During the end phase, you can draw a card, then banish 1 or more cards from your hand, and if you do, this card gains 500 attack for each banished effect. So within the deck, get rid of a card, boost it to 2k. Might not be terrible, but the problem here is I'm not seeing a free way to get it out. If it summoned itself, or there was a way to basically get multiple copies out of this out when you need them for deck thinning and obviously battle phase application, then it might see some play.
I think this will be broken as shit in sneak peeks and nothing else.
As I say, if they've got a way to just turbo out illusion cards, since it being a new archetype, because Signet Mining searched any Cyberse card, that we've yet to see the illusion Signet Mining. We don't know if it's going to be illusion E-Telly. We don't know anything about this new type and what they're going to do to it. We just know that Cyberse, when they were released, got a structure deck that didn't really do anything, but not long after we started getting broken sorts of strategies around it. So maybe something to look out for.
Yeah. This is not a new Ghost Sister. I just got excited then.
Yeah, it's not a hand trap.
Yeah. So, Hanayomi...
Ninjiro.
Ninja.
Yeah.
Spellcaster, tuner effect, level 3, 0 attack, 2100 defense. When you draw this card, you can reveal it, special summon it. That isn't bad. And it's a tuner.
It doesn't include opening hand, though.
No. At the start of the battle phase, if you have more cards in your deck than your opponent does, this card gains attack equal to the current difference times 300 until the end of the turn. During the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard because it was sent there this turn, place it on the top of the deck. That's not bad. It's the draw special.
I'm not seeing a strategy where you can draw deep in a very large pile while still maintaining quite a significant amount of card difference.
Ignore all of this.
Yeah, I know the idea of the tuner thing.
That, and...
But again, do you really want to be drawing for it? I mean, it might be a one-off in the Synchron deck.
You might be able to just add it.
Not a fan. You are a fan. We'll see what it does. I'm just saying we're just gonna have to see what it does.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not crap
because Lapis Dragon came out. Had the same effect when you draw it, you summon it. It was a free level 5. You know, didn't do anything.
Okay, we have got more plants.
Forbidden fruit.
Go right ahead.
Right, so oh no, not more plant things. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated.
I mean, what's the name?
Oyatsu Sumayume.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah, Oyatsu Sumayume. Once per turn, when a card is activated that targets this card, or when a card is targeted for an attack, quick effect, special summon 1 Oyatsu token, level 1. Once per turn, when your opponent would special summon a monster quick effect, you contribute 1 normal monster to negate the activation if you do just run that monster or monsters. I mean... They've got Rose Whip, they've got Cactus Bouncer. This is nothing more than a one-of. They cheekily leave out with either a free loci or the token they've summoned off of it, and they use it to negate a summon. To be honest, this card doesn't scream anything crazy. It's just a matter of seeing what it's going to do.
And it's a light plant effect, level 4, 1600 attack, 200 defense. Do a better job.
Wow. I thought it was irrelevant.
So, we've got Tau the Great Chanter. Another illusion card. It's level 3, 1200, 900, and you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by battle. That is an illusion trait. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 illusion monster in your graveyard, except Tau the Great Chanter, special summon it. In defense position, also, you cannot special summon monsters from the graveyard for the rest of the turn, except illusion monsters.
I'm not liking this theme.
That's how you turbo it out in Sneak Peek.
I'm not liking
illusion.
The theme where they can't, neither player can destroy them. I mean, there will be exceptions to it, but I don't think you need to be playing wacky outs to random
to an
type.
Entire deck.
Not even a deck. This isn't part of the deck yet. This is just random cards they've released that don't really help each other.
Yeah, but like the entire illusion thing just can't be destroyed.
I'm quite weary.
So
Oriari no Kamigami. Level 1, 100 attack, 0 defense, Dark Fairy effect. Once per turn, you can toss a coin. Ew. Until the result is tails. Okay, and if you do draw a card for every 2 heads, each time either player tosses a coin, while this monster is on the field, its attack is doubled a number of times, equal to the number of heads. I mean, if you...
That gets giant quick.
If you find a way to turbo that out, it could be a nice little Grentech. Where you're constantly drawing and doubling attack.
Doubling the attack is...
It's quite nice. But at the same time, you want to be drawing.
Right, let me get on eBay. 2-headed coin.
Alright. do not condone cheating in Yu-Gi-Oh.
We have got a goat.
Oh no.
A new goat card. So, this is a scapegoat. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a non-token monster you control, you contribute 1 monster, special summon 1 escape sheet token. Beast Earth, level 1, attack 0, defense 0, in defense position. If a non-token monster you control would be destroyed by a battle or card effect, you can destroy 1 of your tokens instead.
I hate this. They keep making cards that say, if they target or you can't get rid of it, they're just going to give us a bunch of new unicorns that just spin things instead of destroying them or target them. I mean, come on.
Like, they just get rid of destruction.
Literally, stop. No targeting. Just literally.
I thought you would like this art as well.
Well, we saw this on the cards.
Yeah. The reference art.
It's quite nice.
That's kind of cool.
I'm going to buy a single copy of this card.
And we've got the Dark Witch reference art.
The Bellstar.
Yes, which I am buying the entire archetype for. I also like that she just got hammered. Merchandise. New Funko U-Tunes and UCC goods. So we're getting new Funko Pops. I kind of like the ABC Dragon Buster.
Kind of cool.
Time Wizard's also great. And basically everything apart from the characters. New t-shirts.
Karibo.
Those Karibos are adorable. And that watch is fantastic. I think I'm going to have it as my new work watch so people take me more seriously.
Maybe I'll have a pom-pom at work. Try not to set it on fire.
The watch.
No.
The watch is great.
Get destroyed.
Wait, don't forget...
You can play Master Duel and Duel Links to receive a Yu-Gi-Oh coin and redeem it for a random prize.
Oh,
different thing. Not relevant.
okay.
Yeah, just merch.
More merch. We've got A5 posters. We've got clear files. We've got mini stands. We've got acrylic figures. We've got pins and badges and stuff. Keychains.
Yeah, just...
Scapegoat wristbands. Literally none of this is my cup of tea, but if it's yours,
keep an eye out.
Buy it. Okay. We've got the metagame report for the OCG. Tournaments are still hanging in on the I say still, they have moved
They're just
up
predominant.
14.2% Tearlament, Labyrinth, 10.2%, Rescue Ace, 10.2%, Drawing with Labyrinth, Branded at 9.1%. When are we just going to ban Albaz? Pirelli at 8.5%, Adamancipator are hanging in there with 4%, Dinosaur.
Can you blame
Unchained?
Can you blame Ground Zeno?
Yeah. Unchained and Dino, though, same representation. Dragon Link and Mathmech has pushed right down. I really like the sound of this. Oh god. Very tempted on making it.
It's not exciting.
This is great. I'm building this.
That hurts my head.
Oh, yeah, that's sick. Why no Pep?
Why do Pep?
Why not
why are you complaining? All you have to do is get rid of the magical dragon.
I need that, and I need Amazing Dragon. Or is it Jam Dragon Drive?
They're not even playing it.
Yeah, I would.
Well, then do it.
I'm gonna. Don't make me pull it up and make it now. That's sick. I'm gonna come back to this and make something. And then mug Josh for his Perilinos. Side deck is fairly... I miss Reboot. Labyrinth.
Whatever that shenanigans is.
It's Labyrinth. Is that one of the normal furniture?
That's Tackle Crusader.
Ah.
It's an MST Rock.
And that looks different.
I don't know. That's like a bull in a china shop. That's not a piece of furniture.
Yeah. They're also playing the other...
It's not bad. Ariana isn't a bad card. It's just there are better Labyrinth cards. So, do what you want with that information.
Yeah. I've been appreciating Muckraker more recently as well. Rescue Ace, fire trucks go burr.
It has been tearing stuff up at the minute. It's not scary. It just seems to be a bit... Oh, Fire Hydrant is really good right now. It's sitting at about £25.
Yeah.
And that's on the low end of the market. A lot of call for Amazing Defenders restocking because of the Pirellis and also because of the big Ninos. So
I think this should be our new main deck.
I don't like the Ninos, although they are tearing it up. And we don't care about the deck. I mean, you suggested it.
Yeah, I just not the ratios I pick, but is there anything? Oh, stop with expulsions. Is there anything interesting here?
Nope.
Nah, it's branded. So cool. Could be so cool. Just chooses to not. They've got expulsion unbanned as well.
And they also have Sanctifier.
And Sanctifier. I am so glad I don't play in the OCG. Ugh. Anyway, Pirelli is Pirelli. It looks like hitting that memory did enough.
They still have Delicious, so
It's still nice and diverse.
yeah, I'm sorry they don't get 3 draws in a turn. Instead, they get to suck up all of the spells and reuse them.
Fisher is kind of genius.
Only because it's applicable to monsters. They can't really lose the monsters.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's a really good shout. And Japan had its 2023 championships. Why do they look like mugshots?
who knows? It might have been held in... Never mind. First place, Pirelli. No shock. It's a good deck when you got 3 Delicious. Ninos. Nothing new.
I don't know much about the Ninos.
You can play Shifter. Does that tell you enough?
Yeah.
Furniture Labyrinth. They've just been
What's
doing everything.
this crap?
We did cover this. I just forgot what it did.
We did, and clearly it must be good. We need to check. I've seen that as a 3 of twice now.
It'll be dependent on the play style.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
Evil Swarm.
Yeah.
It's the Book of Moon. And Pirelli again.
The barrier locking up in here. At least they're not EEVing.
That might be what the trap is. It's someone's fiends.
More Pirelli.
No different, except it's got 2 brow in it. Tear, they're dominating over there with the Synchron stuff. Nice to have Glow Up Bloom, isn't it? Bulb, sorry.
And Magical Dragon.
You just skipped over one of the most interesting decks I've ever seen.
Mekanko PK.
Let's not mention the dangers. This is PK Fire Warrior Mesh shenanigans.
I love it.
Crazy.
I really like it. I need to pick up a copy of this card. I've shown it you before.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen
been,
it.
It bad, but it not bad.
They do have MX
Rongo.
Saber Invoker, which is probably why they can splash Mekanko in there.
I've decided I hate this deck.
Rongo Bongo.
Rongo Bongo.
Gossip Shadow, man. What can I say?
I'm really liking seeing the virus stuff. This little engine is great.
Yeah, it's got its moments.
The 0 Day, I can't remember the other two. Like
Breaker
Virus
and
Swordsman Berserker.
yeah.
Great, love it.
Dinos.
More Ninos, more Pirelli, and I'm really struggling to see differences here now.
There aren't really many. Linear decks piloted by intelligent and very well-rounded players.
Proxy Magician 1?
Oops. Hang on a minute.
Generic Link 2.
Possibly.
Not Cyber's fusing.
I don't actually know.
Must just be for the arrows.
Well, they might be stealing things.
Ah, maybe.
Have you not noticed the spread? They've got Salamangreat in there. They're not Cyberse. They do have fires, but
Where's the salad? Oh, heat. Sunlight will.
yeah, no, they may be fires, but they might be stealing things to link things off. I'm not sure.
It's kind of interesting.
So,
Okay, there hasn't been much price movement with Dune, so we'll get back to that if anything significant shifts. Looking at the pre-sales, it's kind of where it was at anyway. So yeah, I think that's about it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, hit the bell icon, do all that good stuff. It really helps out. Check out the Discord, jump in there and chat with us directly. And yeah, I think that's everything.
yeah. In a bit.
Let's change the subject. We're leaving.